back to the 128 KB podcast. We are back once again.
Due to lack of popular demand.
Oh, yes. That demand is so lacking that we're here again for your weekly dose of all things gaming.
Oh, of course.
Yes. 2,000 subscribers.
2,000.
I still can't get over that. On a podcast where we don't even know what we're going to talk about.
No. We just turned up and started rolling. It's good.
Well, no, that's not true.
Oh.
We turned up
Did we?
before,
Just
we
before.
did a podcast about like tech. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. The original one.
I don't know if the videos are still on the YouTube channel, but
They
on the
are.
podcast, definitely. They definitely are there if you
Yes.
go back long enough.
Yeah.
And it was just like loads of like tech news. It's like
Random stuff.
there's some gaming stuff because that's stuff we really
Some
liked.
PC stuff.
Yeah, some PCs and
Apple.
some phones and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we thought maybe we should do everything.
We were like, we'll just hit tech.
Yeah, and it didn't do very well.
No. And then
we stopped it.
Yeah, we just killed it for
Actually,
ages.
Maybe 2 years.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And then we're like, do you know what? We should do that podcast again. That was good fun.
Yeah.
Like kind of remembering how enjoyable it was.
Yes.
We came back and the first episode, what was it about?
I don't remember.
Do you not remember what the first episode back was?
What was it?
Take a wild guess.
Switch.
No! Way more obvious than Switch. I'm here.
Final Fantasy.
It was Crisis Core.
Was it?
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core.
Was that when that got redone?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Like I remember the
Union.
episode,
Yeah.
but I thought that was like a few episodes in.
I may be wrong, but I'm willing to bet that was the first episode back.
Oh, wow.
And that's where the catchphrase, if you're wondering 128 KB law, where the weird catchphrase "we're back by lack of popular demand" came from.
Yes.
It was the first episode. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah, because there would be no demand.
Because there's no
We
demand.
just did it because we wanted to.
Yeah, so the first,
Wow.
I'm sure the first thing we're talking about was either Crisis Core, I think it just dropped and we both got it.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
And so I wanted to talk about, like, what can we talk about?
I
was
say
like,
you're
talk about
wrong.
it.
That's what I'm going to say.
We'll consult the phone.
Do it.
Yeah?
Do it. I want to know.
Do you want to know?
I do want to know.
I'm going to open YouTube Studio.
I swear that Crisis Core wasn't the first episode back, you know. I really don't think it was. I feel like that was like a couple in.
I mean, you might be right,
I don't remember.
but you also might be wrong.
Oh no.
Okay,
What is it?
January the 26th, 2023 is the first episode back.
2023, January.
January 26th,
Wow.
2023.
Go on.
The thumbnail
Yeah.
is me and you looking confused. No changes there.
Yeah.
There's orange behind us for some reason.
Okay.
I can know. If you ask us to justify our thumbnails, I've got no idea how we justify it. They're just weird. And there's 2 game covers.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One is a Nintendo Switch cover
I said Switch.
and
There
one
we
is
go.
PS5.
Yeah, it's Crisis Core.
And the episode is Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core
Yeah.
Reunion.
Well, I wasn't wrong when I said Switch.
Yeah, no, that's
So there
fair.
we go. There
Yeah.
you go.
And we spoke for 22 minutes.
Oh, that was when we said we were going to do really condensed episodes.
That's
And
right.
then slowly over the past like a year and a half,
We haven't got it in us to be
they've got
condensed.
longer and longer and longer.
I noticed on 128 KB News. Subscribe to the news channel if you haven't already,
yes,
by the way.
do it. Yes, weekly news.
Yeah, weekly gaming news. We just do just a quick roundup of the gaming news, but the same thing happened. Okay, we started off.
Half an hour long.
I was like, "What I'll do, Andy, is I'll find like the big news stories from gaming in the week, and we'll condense it into like a 15-minute video. We'll just chat. We'll just go, this is what it is, and explain it to people and chat about it. And the first 2 are like 15, and then slowly the next one's like 25, 35. I'm like, hold on, this is just a podcast.
Yeah, just on another channel about news.
It's just a podcast.
I like it. That's great.
Yeah, so I don't know what this madness is anymore. I've been thinking, right? I feel like a change around.
Okay.
I feel like changing things around.
Oh no, are you going to make me sit on that side?
Oh, that's a nice idea. No, like, I don't know whether... I said it last week when we were filming. We were setting up to it. It was off camera.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm getting a bit sick of this kind of side-on thing.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't know how we would do it, but maybe we're kind of not facing each other.
I think like we take inspiration from Resident Evil 4, right?
Yes.
And
I like
do
this.
third person over the shoulder
Up
style.
the skirt.
No,
Oh,
over the
sorry.
So we put the cameras, these two that's
We
either
are-
looking at me
Yeah.
or looking at you.
Yeah.
So you just So you've got the silhouette of my head,
I've got a better idea.
and then there's you.
You know how you have great ideas?
No.
And then
not
I've always
really.
got a better idea because it's my idea.
Yes.
I like the over-the-shoulder thing.
Yes.
Yeah, third person. But how about
Yeah.
Skyrim cam?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Or just Bethesda cam? So it's
yeah,
like...
yeah, yes, and it moves around.
So they're at home. Wouldn't that be cool if you could... If YouTube allowed you to input like XY coordinates of like their mouse or something, so they could move the camera slightly?
Like 360 cams, where
Yes.
you take an image and you can scroll it around.
So slightly punched in.
We could have a 360 cam just in the middle of the table.
Wait, that's low-key genius.
And then you just need one cam, and then it will be both of us. And then you can do that
Do
weird...
they still do that
Yeah.
on YouTube though? Do they still do that? When was the last time you saw a 360 video
Oh, I don't
on
know.
not an adult site?
I don't know, actually. Not on YouTube.
Yeah. Facebook still does it occasionally, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
wonder.
would be interesting, though.
That would be kind
But
of
then
cool.
it would be like when you're playing a game and you look in the wrong way and then you miss the action.
I got that with the 360 camera videos. It made me anxious the whole time.
Yeah, where am I meant to look?
Am I looking at the right thing?
Yeah.
And then I'm like panically like...
Yeah, just scrolling around. Yeah.
And then suddenly I found myself looking right up. And,
And
like,
then
how
you're
do I get
dizzy.
it down?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you look at... And then I'll find myself like, where's the stitch point in this? And I want to find the weird bit.
I think we do original GTA cam.
Top down.
Yeah.
Just our top of our heads.
Just one camera above us.
Do we look up at
And we
it?
look up at like, yeah.
I might introduce a random cam.
Random cam.
Random cam. Just to put into the edit, just to make your job
Yes.
harder. But like, I don't know, like right at the back of the room or something.
Miles
Just-
away.
Yeah.
They're like right in the back. They're like
Oh, so they can't even
Yeah,
see
yeah.
us. It's blocked by all the
by
stuff.
the fire exit.
Yeah.
But like right in the corner.
Yeah.
So it's like we're just tiny, like in the background.
Quite like that idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking, I'd love to know what people think.
What were
Think
your
of what-
thoughts of change before we went on GTA and Resident Evil 4 cams?
Bethesda cam was my thought.
Bethesda cam, yes.
I don't know. Like, I like the cameras that are facing us.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's the main one.
Main one you don't like.
I don't like it.
Unbox therapy. Just put it on the bottom, really wide.
Yeah, maybe.
So we were all like distorted
Right
and
up our
fish
noses.
eye.
Like the Beastie Boys music video.
Yes. Yeah. And we can grab the mic and go to the cam.
I think it's how we're sitting that I don't like.
Okay.
I want more.
Do we need like a chaise longue here?
Yeah, if you could paint me like one of the French
Yes.
girls, that would be great.
I think, yeah, you could get like, oh my God, you could get like reclining armchairs
Yeah.
and we could just go into retirement.
I'm kind of up for that.
Yeah. And just lay like on these chairs, like at the cinema.
Do you remember the Room of Games?
Yes.
Now, this is a deep dive, right? If you're old school 128 KB, you might get what we're talking about.
Yeah, the gamer rooms. Yeah.
But if you're relatively new, then you've got no idea.
No, and I don't even think any of the videos are up anymore.
Oh no, they're still there.
There might be some actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
there might be the odd one.
Yeah, I quite liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was good. I mean, it's basically what the podcast is.
it was the podcast.
It's just we were facing forward instead of sideways.
I think it's the forward bit that I liked. Do you know?
Yeah.
And when we started this, when we very first set this up, we were forwards and we
Yes.
didn't like it.
Yeah. Yes.
We're like, no, actually,
Yeah.
no, spin it round.
Yeah.
Maybe I just always want to change things because
Maybe
I'm
we
constantly wanting to
turn it
change
into
things.
we stay the same.
Yeah.
But put the table long ways so we
Yeah.
look like news presenters.
That was what I didn't like about it. You were right. It was like
Mhm.
we were presenting the news.
Yes.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a little bit strange.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 128 KB podcast. In this week, a goose has escaped from the zoo.
Why do we talk like that in the
Because
news?
it's like, you know,
Is that what they talk like on BBC News?
like in Fallout. Like when
Yes.
we do, like,
Yeah. True.
whatever.
Well, I was asking. I haven't seen BBC News in a long time, so
You don't have TV, do you?
no,
Has it come to you where you live yet?
no. Well, I'm stuck in 1930s.
It won't catch on. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Do you know, right?
Yeah.
You probably do know this because we spoke about it, but pretend you don't, just for the listeners. Do you know that...
No, I don't.
No. That YouTube is the main platform
Wow.
that people stream on for their TV.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts, isn't it?
That's insane.
It is
like
pretty
bigger
mad.
than Netflix.
Yeah. But I suppose it makes sense because, we leave the TV on all the time for the dog. So we probably take up a large percentage of
You're
that.
like Yeah,
Like,
50% of it.
Yeah. So like all day, every day, we just put him downstairs on the sofa because it's more comfy for him. And then I just stick YouTube on the TV and I'll put on like one of those 8-hour relaxing videos with like fish like floating around.
Suddenly makes sense. I suddenly understand it now.
Yes.
No, not the weird statistic, right?
Yeah.
I was on YouTube.
Oh, you seen it,
Yes. I was on YouTube and I was on the 128 kb channel.
Yeah.
And it's because I wanted to find Nintendo podcasts.
You're
I think
like,
it was.
why is all this fish?
And because obviously that's got all the gaming channels and I was like, it'll be on the homepage. I'll just go there. And then whilst I was watching it, just to the side, all these recommended videos, and it's all like fishing, swimming for 8 hours, or like a forest 9-hour video. I'm like, why is it suggesting all this crap to me? What's going on?
It's me.
Yeah,
it's my
I
dog.
suddenly understand now.
It's my dog. Yeah, he loves it. I put on one the other day that's got like waves because I thought I'd change it up. He's a bit bored of seeing the same fish because I just put the same video on every time.
What does he do when adverts play?
He normally wakes up and looks around, and if it pauses where it goes, "Are you still watching?"
Yeah.
If that happens, he literally wakes up and barks. He gets pissed off. He's like, "Oi,
I love
my
your
thing
dog.
stopped."
It's so good.
And the best thing is because I can control it from my phone. I'm upstairs in the studio and I've got a camera so I can see him. So I just load it up on my phone and go, yeah, continue watching. As soon as it starts playing, he goes back down. He's like, yeah, no, I'm good now. So yeah, I put on one of the seaside and there's like birds tweeting, like seagulls. And he's all like on edge. Like, what's that? Why is there birds? Because we got seagulls near us.
Yeah.
But he thought they'd got in the house. So he's like, where is it? Then after he went up to the TV and he's like sniffing it, like, come on then, where are you? And then he was like, okay, I'm good. And then he went back to sleep. So that's why you keep seeing all these random long videos, calming, relaxing music for 10 hours.
I've seen these things pop up before. Like, who the hell's watching
They're
this? They're
on 24/7
Amazing.
on the TV. I'm not
Amazing.
even joking. It's all that's on.
Wow.
So
okay.
yeah, we're part of that statistic.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I don't even know how we got onto that.
Because you were saying about most people watch YouTube on the TV.
Do. Most people watch it on TV. Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which I understand.
More than Netflix.
I understand with the long
Do you know,
form.
I think I exclusively watch YouTube now.
Yeah.
I don't even watch Netflix. I got rid of my Netflix.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like exclusively just YouTube stuff.
We watch the odd thing on Netflix in the evening.
Yeah.
Usually it's YouTube or playing games.
The same.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, TV can suck one.
Oh, we haven't had a TV in years. I don't think in the past 8 years or something we've had a TV license.
Whoa.
Because we don't have any subscription. We don't watch live TV. We don't watch whatever it's called.
A few American listeners that are really confused right now. In the UK, we have to pay a tax to watch TV.
They force us to pay to see.
It's weird.
And only certain channels.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
Yeah.
So there we go. So we haven't paid. And they've rung up like, you haven't got to come round. We can prove to you we don't watch live
Come
TV.
on, you join in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't even have it connected. Our TV is on Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
and we've got no accounts for like replays or whatever they call them. I can't catch up to have any of that. And I've got all the emails from my accounts from years ago saying your account's being deleted because you don't ever sign in. So there you go. It's proof enough.
Gone. Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's not what we're here to talk about. But as always, we start with something random. I want to give it like a topic part of the show, like random topic of the day.
Yeah, just random talking.
Random chatting of the day.
Yes.
No, interesting one.
Oh.
For you listeners and for us to talk about.
Yes.
And I want to explore, has the Steam Deck and the Ally X changed the future of gaming?
Yes.
Now, specifically, I'm considering the kind of Ally X, the ASUS ROG strapline, which is like all your games.
Yes.
And Xbox's new future, which they say like play games anywhere.
Play anywhere.
Play anywhere.
Yes.
The fact that...
What about Sony's for the gamers?
For the shareholders. The fact that it feels like now, as we enter the second half of this current generation, is it the 9th generation? Anyway, as we enter the second half of this generation, platform no longer seems to matter, which can only be a good thing.
Yes.
But have these high-powered handheld PCs, essentially, have they changed gaming for the good, for the future? Is that it?
Yeah.
Does platform matter anymore, basically?
That's the thing. I don't think necessarily it does. And ultimately, I think that's better for gamers. More choice, So it's, for me personally, I love it because I can play an array of games that otherwise I would have been tied to a specific system on that I can just take around with me, and 5 years ago, that would have never been possible at all, And that's why the Switch was, so good.
So revolutionary as well.
It was the closest thing. So it's almost like you've got to thank the Switch for all this kind of thing.
Oh, I should have changed the title. Did the Switch change the future of gaming?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to get onto Nintendo later because they sit in as with all of our topics, they sit in Nintendo Land.
Yes,
they've got a little walled garden.
Yes, they do.
They do their own thing.
Yes.
They have exclusive IPs. This thought basically came into a head when we were doing the last episode of the podcast about the PS5 Pro.
Yes.
And I did my limited research, admittedly. I'm no journalist. I went on Wikipedia to see what games were available on PS5. Yeah. That was it.
And they got it wrong because I added one.
Yeah, they did get it wrong, yeah. But basically, through just looking, there was around 10 games that were exclusive to the PlayStation 5.
Mm.
And there's a number of those games, probably 7, that are going to be coming to PC in the very near future.
Yes. If not already, now.
So even PlayStation exclusives of going multi-platform.
Yeah.
So now I was actually thinking about it. It's like, what platform exclusives are there? If you exclude Nintendo from this conversation, is the era of exclusive games just dead now? And does that matter?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Or is it actually a good thing?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing because it gives people choice.
Yeah,
to play what they want on what they want. And that is what Xbox are really trying to push for now, isn't it?
Yes.
The whole play anywhere thing that they just keep slapping on. Play anywhere, and them trying to release games with complete parity and stuff, like with cross saves.
Yeah, cross saves big.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Cross-platform multiplayers, which in the past wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
You had PC servers for multiplayers, Xbox servers, PlayStation servers, and you couldn't even play games across the platform. It's so frustrating.
So annoying.
You ring your mate up or something. It's like, yeah, I'll play this with you. Oh, sorry, I'm on Xbox or I'm on PlayStation. Sorry, mate. And it was so annoying. It was like, why?
It's the same game.
Yeah, it was so frustrating. Just because Sony didn't want to play ball or whatever, and it's like, oh, fine, go play with yourselves in the corner then.
Mm-hmm.
But now that's all opening up, and I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I ultimately think it is much better because gaming's about fun.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's letting people choose how they enjoy that fun, and ultimately gives them more fun.
Yeah,
me playing on this thing here, which is still mind-boggling. Being able to play, being able to play pretty much anything I want, and with who I want on whatever system I want or they want. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think.
It's amazing.
So, Nintendo games you can't play in it unless you illegally emulate them.
Yes,
which we're not recommending that you do.
No, I've never done that.
No. What titles can't you play on it? Just actually think about it. On a PC or PC handheld like the ASUS ROG Ally X, it's those very few PlayStation 5 exclusives that haven't gone multi-platform yet. Because everything Xbox is on there.
Yeah.
Everything.
Pretty much everything. Yeah. If it's not on there via Xbox themselves, then it will be on Steam or Epic Games or Ubisoft Launcher or EA or Blizzard. Do you know what I mean? I know that's part of Xbox now, but basically... everything. I can't even think. I'm trying to think of an example of an Xbox title that you can't play.
Yeah, exactly.
On there. Because of their whole play anywhere, Game Pass has just opened up anything on Xbox. You can play on PC now, basically. And I can't think. So anyone in the comments,
what Xbox games can't you play on PC?
Yes, that you cannot play somewhere on PC.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting.
Unless you go illegal. Do you know what I mean? We want to know legally obtainable. That would be good to know. So, this is now capable of all Xbox, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's phenomenal at that.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing is, it runs all these games so good. But anyway, so it does everything Xbox. And the biggest shocker to me is the PlayStation side.
Yes.
Like, I never in a million years.
PlayStation having they're going to have a PC launcher soon as well.
Supposedly, yeah. I don't know if it's confirmed yet.
I'm sure they've said it was their intention to.
Yeah, I think they said it was their intention, but I just
They don't want to be selling through Steam forever.
No.
Because it's
30%.
PlayStation, they're losing 30%.
Yeah, and they want to add 30%. So they take it off Steam, add 30% to recoup all the sales they lost via Steam.
The PlayStation
right, so the games are going to be $100 now.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
That's a PlayStation move.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never thought I'd ever see PlayStation games on PC. I genuinely didn't.
No way.
Unless it was a multi-platform release thing where it's like, oh, here's a PC version. But actual PlayStation Studio games, like you go onto Steam.
God of War?
Yeah.
What?
You type in PlayStation into Steam. Like you said, God of War, Spider-Man.
What? Where?
Like,
what?
Hang on a second. These are like...
Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us. What? Like, this is PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah.
Talking about, like, Ratchet and Clank.
These are the characters they use as, like, their icons.
Yeah. Yeah, what about Sackboy?
This blew my mind.
Yeah.
Sackboy.
Yeah.
And I know it's old now, but Sackboy was their Mario.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was Sonic.
Yeah.
It was like everywhere you saw PlayStation, you would see the Sackboy character. Sackboy, obviously. You'd
the
see
Sackboy character.
You'd see the Sackboy character. What's his name?
Sackboy.
That's it.
Yeah.
When we said, as a throwaway comment the other day, that at some point Astro's Playroom will come to PC.
Yeah.
Someone in the comments, I think a channel member or a regular subscriber, was like, coming to PC, you must be crazy. And I kind of laughed.
Delusional.
You must be. We are delusional. Fake.
Yes.
It's a lovely guy, but I totally agreed with him because I was like, yeah, it probably is crazy.
It's a bit of a stretch, possibly.
Sackboy and Astrobot are the same thing.
Basically, yeah. I mean, Little Big Planet, which Sackboy comes from.
Yeah.
That was PlayStation. That was what.
That was the launch title.
Like, yeah.
For PlayStation 3.
Yes, yeah. That is the thing. Like, I think of PlayStation when I think of Sackboy.
Yeah.
Like, and Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
I think PS Vita. I think PlayStation 3. And I don't know what PlayStation was up with, just kind of like ditching him.
It was weird, wasn't it?
They were like, oh, go away, Sackboy. Let's try Astrobot instead.
But
okay.
They're exactly the same thing.
Yeah, basically the same
it's
thing.
It's a continuation
of
it.
Absolutely. It's PlayStation through and through when you think Sackboy.
Yes.
So to see that on here, it's like, hang on a second.
Weird.
Proper weird. Really good game as well, by the way. And it's punishing. Like, it can be hard if you try and 100% it. But yeah, so seeing that on there, there's other stuff as well, isn't there? There's Ghosts of Satsuma. That's on there.
Yep.
I can't even think of the rest off the top of my head now, but there's so many PlayStation games on there.
Final Fantasy.
Yes.
That's coming.
It is.
Square in case you didn't know or been sleeping under a rock or something, Square Enix announced that they have dropped their timed exclusivity deal that they have with PlayStation going forward. It was always going to be the way that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and 16 were going to go multi-platform eventually, because all Square games have done that over time.
Yes.
But Final Fantasy, I've said this before, since Final Fantasy VII, since they left Nintendo, it's been synonymous with being a launch title on PlayStation.
Yeah. You think Final Fantasy, you think PlayStation.
Absolutely.
Even when I was a kid, like when Final Fantasy VII originally came out. PlayStation.
Yeah.
I've since the 90s.
And every Final Fantasy since then, it's PlayStation. Eventually, you'll see it come onto Steam and stuff.
Yeah, or Xbox sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get the older ones on Xbox now. But launching as a launch title, it was always PlayStation. Square announced that going forward, that will no longer be the case, which means the third part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy will be multi-platform.
Yeah.
So we'll see it on Switch 2, probably.
Yeah,
you'll see it on Steam for certain.
Oh, definitely.
Which means whatever Steam Deck is out then will have it. Whatever PC handheld will have it.
Yes.
Xbox will have it because it'll be on PC as well.
And in the meantime, we're going to get Final Fantasy 16.
Yes, that's coming to PC for certain.
And it's pretty much these flopped on PlayStation. So Square were like, okay, let's give it to the PC players.
Yeah.
So we're going to see Final Fantasy 16, which is cool because I want to play that.
You'll see Rebirth,
exactly.
Yeah.
And we've already got Remake on there anyway, and like the ones before that, you got 15 on there and all that. So we're going to see all of those Square games as well, not just Final Fantasy, but like pretty much everything.
I just wonder how much of the success of the Steam Deck, first of all, which I think took us all a little bit by surprise.
Yes.
How incredible that was and is.
Yes, yeah.
Specifically the Steam Deck OLED. It picked up the baton from the Switch and really just took handheld gaming onto steroids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And then following that, the kind of current latest Windows handhelds, which have taken the accessibility to gaming that Steam Deck gave us and added like high performance to that.
Yeah.
So now you can play all of the AAA games without any restriction.
Yes. Yeah. They just went, here you go, have full on Windows.
Yeah.
Now do what you want.
Have a gaming laptop in your hands.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of the success of that has accelerated the decision making in the cross-platform idea. It felt like it was the trajectory anyway.
It did, yeah. And I feel like it might just be coincidence. Do you know what I mean? Like
Possibly.
it might just be really good timing.
Yeah.
That these happen to be possible in tech.
Yeah.
And it just sort of co-aligns with where it was going anyway. And the fact that these are just PCs. Do you know what I mean? If you forget about whether it's like on the floor, plugged into a monitor or in your hands, it's just a PC category, isn't it? And PC was always isolated to a degree. And now the console stuff are like, okay, let's include the PC people, you know? And I feel like it might just be coincidental that it just happens to be all happening at the same time, but for the better.
Yeah.
And that it includes the stuff like this that will be able to then like take advantage of it, I suppose. But
we think
it might
about
be the other way.
From the Xbox perspective, you think how much Phil Spencer was talking about in the Business Direct about wanting to play anywhere, but also that how much he plays gaming handheld, and there was a frustration that like cross-platform saving wasn't working properly.
He specifically spoke about Fallout 76 because that sucks.
I don't know why you'd speak about that game. We tried it recently.
It was fun.
Fairly recently. It was kind of fun, yeah.
But
it was mainly fun because I was just hanging out with you and Christina
it's just the quest
and Temperus. You know.
Yes.
The quest system is broken.
Yeah, it's just crap.
It's just not that great.
No.
So it's weird to use that game as your reference point for why the cross-platform needs working. But you think about, he's obviously been playing handheld gaming for actually a lot longer than we would probably give him credit for.
Yeah.
Definitely. And he's obviously the chief decision maker.
Yeah. But it makes sense.
For the direction of Xbox.
He's going to be flying around the country all the time, and think about everyone else that has to commute to work or, you know, that
doesn't have TV time.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. It doesn't matter what you're doing, but you can't always be sat in front of the telly, you know, and enjoying what you want. And these kind of things completely open the door for that. Yeah. You know?
So their ethos was actually Xbox hardware is an important thing for us. But really, our number one thing is we want you to be able to enjoy Xbox games no matter where.
Yeah, anywhere. Yeah.
Anywhere. Play anywhere. Now, they've taken this into steroids. Because not only has Xbox, the Game Pass and PC Game Pass been a thing for quite a while now, so they opened themselves up to the other part of Microsoft, basically.
Yeah.
And now all of PC players have access to Game Pass, which is why this is particularly amazing right now.
Yeah.
But they've even turned toward PlayStation.
Yeah.
And to a certain extent now, towards Nintendo.
Yes.
With their takeover of like Blizzard Activision and basically buying every IP in the world, they're like, actually, our biggest IPs we're going to make available on Nintendo as well.
Yeah.
They're saying that Black Ops is going to be on the Switch too.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Call of Duty coming to Nintendo.
With complete parity.
Yes.
That seems incredible.
Yep.
We saw before, I guess, as well, actually, Bethesda already had that connection to launching on the Switch as well.
Skyrim, yeah.
Yeah. But so there's that pointing towards Nintendo saying you can have some of our titles if you want. But actually, PlayStation, do you want some of our most successful IPs?
Yeah.
And I have them on PlayStation. Partly because PlayStation got a much bigger player base than Xbox.
Yes.
But it's also part of this kind of future of gaming now where platform just doesn't matter.
No, they just want people to play their games.
Yeah.
It's made by them. Oh, great. Let's just get everyone.
We make money when you play our game.
Yeah.
So actually, that part of the business model hasn't changed. They never made their profit from consoles.
No.
None of the manufacturers did.
They just wanted the game sold.
They wanted the game sold.
And that's why the Steam Deck wins hard, because it's Valve.
You're basically buying access to their library.
Yeah, you're paying to give them money for games.
Yeah. And it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Because you're getting an awesome device.
Yeah, you're getting a great device.
Quite cheap.
Yes. Yeah,
For what it is, it's really cheap.
But that's why it wins so hard. Like that specifically, it's no different than a console, really. Because if you just see Valve as a console, like as a Sony or an Xbox, PlayStation, then they've just done the same thing, haven't they?
They just went about it in a
slightly different way.
Yeah, different way. Yeah. They made the marketplace first and then went to the hardware rather than hardware then marketplace.
But ultimately, you're right. Everyone just wants software in your hands.
Yes.
And because that's this is the cheapest part of it. It's the easiest thing. It's probably the biggest markup they can make or whatever.
Huge, yeah.
They just want to get that in front of as many eyeballs as possible, and for people to enjoy that, to then go, actually, I like that game from that developer, or these Xbox games I'm playing on my PlayStation are actually really cool. Maybe I'll get an Xbox as well.
Yeah, or when they launch a Xbox handheld or something, maybe I'll consider it.
Yeah.
So it was quite surprising when Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush,
Grounded. It wasn't Hi-Fi Rush.
It wasn't Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush was part of it. It wasn't meant to be part of it.
I don't. Hi-Fi Rush didn't come to Nintendo.
No, to PlayStation.
Oh right. Oh, did it? It might have actually. I think it might have, but it didn't come to Switch.
No, it didn't go to Switch.
Grounded did.
Yeah, and there was another one.
What was the one that you said at first?
I can't remember. The Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. There was definitely 2 that came to Switch.
I'm sure Hi-Fi Rush was one of them.
I don't think Hi-Fi Rush is on Switch because we just
on PlayStation.
Oh right, yeah. No, I'm talking about Switch.
I'm talking about PlayStation.
There's 2 that came to Switch. Grounded was one of them.
Avowed? No.
Avowed that's been delayed until next year.
Yeah.
No, not that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But like you said, Sea of Thieves was one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe Hi-Fi Rush.
I'm just thinking about PlayStation.
Yes. Okay. But okay. Either way, Xbox were like, here you go.
Yeah, I was going to say the more surprising was them turning towards PlayStation and then allowing some of their biggest IPs, especially Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves was huge.
Yeah.
PC and Xbox. It was just massive. Yeah. It's not my kind of game, but it's huge. And then there's talk of Forza going to PlayStation.
Yeah, that will be like a generational, like,
it's a watershed moment.
Yeah, because it's like, what, like Forza was, Gran Turismo. Do you know what I mean? It is. You have them like, you don't have them at the same time. It's one or the other. Do you know what I mean? Whereas
and
now
I think it's Forza Horizon as well.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
it's just the more popular.
Yes. Yeah. So it's going to come over, and
why not?
Yeah,
it's an awesome game if you like racing games. Because it's that open world thing. You're like I think you're in Mexico, is it the latest one? And you're driving on real roads and there's traffic and stuff, but you've got to do like challenges and races.
With the cartel.
I think there might be cartel involved, actually. You know you said that, but I know you're joking. But so that would be huge. And it just shows, again, that dissolving of the barriers. And I've got this weird kind of like image in my head that these PC handhelds are like the bridges between all the consoles.
Between worlds.
They kind of are.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah.
Because that's from the Xbox perspective. We've allowed PC players to play our games that are on Game Pass forever now. Now we're allowing PlayStation players access to some of them, and it sounds like more and more are coming. PlayStation equally are looking at this and going, we want a slice of this pie. We see how well these games are doing when they go onto Steam and stuff. We see how many people have got Steam Decks and have got ASUS allies and stuff like. So then they start launching their exclusives onto PlayStation PC on the Steam library.
Yeah.
And they're talking about making their own launcher.
Yeah.
The world's upside down.
Yeah.
And it's from a gamer's perspective, it's just amazing.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but then I go back to that question I had last episode. What's the point of the PS5 Pro? Why jump into any specific console now if you've already got something?
Exactly. And that's
the point?
That's why with this, I was like more than happy to sell my PlayStation.
And I go back to the idea that this, and specifically actually the Asus one, is like the bridge console.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's everything.
Straddles all.
I've got like the kind of customizability and performance of PC, but I've got access to all of Xbox and the best of PlayStation. I've got it like it all.
Exactly.
And then there's Nintendo.
Yes.
Now, Nintendo are just an anomaly in this conversation, in all conversations, in gaming.
Yeah, they stand by themselves, don't they?
They do things differently, and I love them for it. everything's about their IPs.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything's about the games.
They're so protective of them.
Well, they don't even let their characters appear in on third party platforms, do they?
No.
So you won't see, I don't know, you won't see Link on PlayStation anywhere.
No. Soul Calibur. But yeah, you used to. Well, you got Mario Rabbids, and that's it. That's literally it. But yeah, I'm thinking about Soul Calibur. What system was that on?
Soul Calibur was on PlayStation.
It was on PlayStation. I feel like there was some Nintendo people in there, wasn't there?
In Soul Calibur? I don't remember that.
Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, okay.
It's a fighting game I played quite a bit.
Yeah, it is a fighting game. I just feel like there could have been a Nintendo IP in that, but I might be totally wrong. But it was a long time ago anyway. But yeah, I totally...
I think it's PS1, I think.
Probably was, yeah. But yeah, no, I think you're right. Like, Nintendo have just taken themselves out, locked the doors down to make sure that no one, like, messes with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think doesn't dilute them.
Yeah, I think they have to, because their hardware is always underpowered.
Yeah,
they don't take part in the kind of console war thing. They just do their own thing. We just want to make fun experiences.
They're not trying to push the bleeding edge, like, you know, PCs, even Xbox and PlayStation, which are just slightly, you know, smaller PCs. You know, Nintendo always try and think of the fun, the experience, the gameplay, even if they're using out of date tech. You know, it's just like, how can we do this? You know, okay, yeah, wave your arms around with this nunchuck and smash your TV.
So put your hand through the TV. So why would you buy a Nintendo? Well, because there's games available there that aren't available anywhere else.
They're only on.
Yeah, it goes back to that conversation about why get a PS5 Pro when the games that are available on it are available everywhere else as well. And Nintendo have guarded that. And whether that's the right decision or wrong decision, I guess time will tell. But it seems like outside of their walled garden, everything else it's no longer a console war. It's just this kind of merging of barriers, of borders. That isn't translated to the commentary online, though. Because if you look at Reddit, if you look at YouTube comments on any of our videos, if we have a strong opinion about Xbox or PlayStation or PC or whatever, Steam Deck, anything pro and against, then the console, everyone loves to fly a flag.
So weird, isn't it?
And I'll just go back to that. It's just fun.
I don't care what console you use or, like, you know, what you decide to play. Even if you play on a freaking 10-year-old laptop that's somehow still churning on, you know, cool.
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yes. Great. Like, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I sold my PlayStation. It's not that I don't like PlayStation. I've always had PlayStation.
Still don't.
But
still haven't got over it.
But I can play PlayStation games on my Ally wherever I want. So
marginally acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? I'm still going to play PlayStation games.
Yeah, but you did cheat on me. It's fine.
But the more they bring, the more I'll play.
And more coming.
Yeah.
And I guarantee this PlayStation launch is happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah. Probably is. Yeah.
They're looking at all of this that's happening and going, we need to act quicker. Well, actually, talking of like knee-jerk reactions, we did see with the Xbox
game bar thing,
bar sideload nonsense.
It's always been there. Game bar's always been there, but they're trying to like make it more accessible on these handheld.
They've had a knee-jerk reaction to Steam saying that they're going to make Big Picture Mode available for PC handhelds.
Steam OS, yeah.
And that's made them scared that they've not pulled their finger out quick enough and made a trimmed down version of Windows for these devices.
Yes.
Because it's still not right.
No.
And they do need to hurry up with it.
Yes.
It's not like this has caught them by surprise. It's been over a year.
Yes. Yeah.
And they would have known because they've had to license Windows to them to make it.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like, it's a thing, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
The head of Xbox has been doing it for a long time.
Yes. He's been playing on all of these systems, you know.
So Microsoft have known it's coming and have done nothing about it, really.
Yeah.
And Steam are ready to do something about it, to offer an alternative, to offer what they think and what a lot of the community think is the best bit about the Steam Deck, which is the Steam OS.
Yes, yeah, the operating system.
And to a certain point, there's an argument for it.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You know, it does turn your system into a PC console.
Yeah.
It literally is the console experience. You know, you don't have to mess around with anything. It's really stripped back and basic because it's Linux.
Yeah.
You just load up Steam big picture mode and that's it. All your games are there. Buy games from it. But obviously there's like limitations.
Yeah, of course. Obviously Microsoft reacting really in a knee-jerk way. And what is it called? The game bar.
Yeah, it's just a game
They've
bar
just
update.
updated the game bar.
Well, they're going to be. It's not even out yet. It's on like the like testing phases.
We've seen the footage from it, and it's
just Windows 8 game bar.
Yeah,
it literally is. It's just more bloat that you
Loads
run
more
on top of the.
Oh, look, the clock's bigger.
Great. Yeah, cool.
You can install widgets like stopwatch and weather
and other random apps you don't need.
What about this Chinese app that you can't understand? Install that.
It's just. Yeah, great. That's not what we wanted, guys.
No,
like,
no.
You know, no.
It's now easier to tap on with touchscreens.
Yes.
And you can use the bumpers. Like,
yeah, cool.
Dudes, like, the right stick and the trigger is not that hard.
It's not hard. That's not what.
That's not what we're
wants.
asking for.
No. We want a trimmed down version of Windows. And when I say that, people get so angry in the comments. I don't know why. All this hate about Windows. It's like, hang on.
No, I'm not Windows is good.
Yeah, I'm not saying take it off there. Otherwise, I'd be talking about putting SteamOS on it.
Yeah.
Windows is the good thing because now I can play everything I want. But I don't want Microsoft Office loading up.
No, thanks.
I don't want to use my mobile phone connected to it, thanks.
What about OneDrive?
Like, yeah, OneDrive's good.
OneDrive?
Yeah, no, I don't need that.
Oh, okay.
I don't need freaking Microsoft Office on boot. I don't need photos and all that other rubbish. Do you know what I mean? That's all on there as if you've just bought a school laptop. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going back to school. Like, I don't need all this rubbish. I've bought an 800 quid premium gaming device.
Have you thought about solitaire?
Yeah, maybe. But, you know, like, just remove all that. And if you want it, it's Windows, so you can download it and reinstall it.
Yeah, it's just there.
But 99% of people that are buying this just to play games on, they don't need that.
No, definitely don't.
So, you know, that's what we say when we're saying trim it down. Just get rid of the rubbish.
Yeah,
get rid of the bloat.
There's still some way to go until these devices are genuinely the future of gaming. And it is those efficiencies. It's your first experiences. It's the
to broaden it up to more console players.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah. But for a PC player, this is the dream.
Yeah.
You know, it's there already for like someone like me. I love it.
So are exclusives dead?
I don't know. It's hard, isn't it?
Because we know that here's a weird part of this conversation. We know that there is Xbox exclusives coming.
Yes.
And they're going to be day one Game Pass.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that they're platform exclusive anymore.
No, they're also on PC.
They're all on PC.
Yeah. But I like this, that PC's now actually been accepted into this little...
It's wonderful.
Thing, because it was always separate.
Yeah.
And it was annoying, you know?
And treated with kind of indifference as well.
Yes.
Like, yes, you could play games better than us, but there's going to be games you're not going to be able to play for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, like Ghost of Satsuma. Why did that take 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years. Like, why? Like, it's annoying, you know? And I think they should just start releasing them day in. Just like on Game Pass, you know, where it's day one.
So then why would you buy a PlayStation or an Xbox or...
Because you want a home system. You want it on your TV for cheap. Do you know what I mean? I know it's not cheap. You're spending 500 quid.
So why choose one or the other then? There's no exclusives. It's tricky, isn't it?
It is tricky. But maybe you just have like brand sort of like loyalty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone that's always had PlayStation or always gone Xbox, you know, and you feel safe and happy in that system. You know how their operating systems work. You know all the accounts, you know, that you're all signed up with and stuff. It's just easier. I'll just stick with this. Yeah. You know? But it doesn't matter ultimately if you're just buying games from any platform, as long as they work on it.
Yeah.
Does it matter? Probably not. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be inclined to have an Ally X as my home system.
Yeah. Yes.
And treat it like a Switch. Obviously, you need the peripherals and the dock and everything.
Yeah. You're going to spend some money on a dock and a controller. But other than that, I mean, I was playing Ghost of Satsuma on 4K TV, but, you know, running it at 1080p, still looked amazing.
That was amazing.
You know, it looked amazing. And, yeah, I was having a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like exclusives, out and out exclusives, it does feel like they are Well, this generation, they're definitely fewer and far in between.
Yes, I think PlayStation's going to hold the flag. Let's exclude Nintendo.
Yeah.
But PlayStation's going to hold the flag a little bit longer. Like Astrobot is going to remain on PlayStation, I think.
Wow.
For the foreseeable future. And
Spider-Man 2 on PC yet? I don't think it is it?
No, but it will be coming.
Yeah.
You've got Miles Morales or whatever it is, and 1 remastered on Steam.
Yeah,
So, so 2's definitely going to be coming. You've got God of War Ragnarok coming out soon on Steam as well. So it's all coming, but I feel like there might be a few games that just remain in PlayStation land, like possibly Astro's Playroom or Astrobot, whatever it's called. But then other than that, pretty much seems like everything else is coming out.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't particularly care for the platforms one way or another. I'm in that fortunate position where I've got access to multiple different things, like you, and that's kind of cool. But I think really for games it shouldn't matter.
No.
What actually take it a step further? What an awesome position to be in, that if you've got an Xbox and you've got a PlayStation and I'm on PC, that we can all play that game together.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to.
Find a co-op game and let's all play it together, or multiplayer against each other.
That's our thing now. When we see a game we like, our first question to each other is it cross-platform?
Is that cross-platform?
Because that's what matters.
100%.
And if it's not, that's a potential multiple people not buying that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think they're starting to understand that now. Okay, Matey and all his mates aren't all PlayStation fan club. Yeah. Maybe they're all different systems. So, I think that's the biggest thing here, is having cross-platform and ultimately cross-save eventually.
Cross-save's big.
So cross-platform, though, for multiplayer games, it's like necessity now. Otherwise, I'm just not even going to play your game.
No, there's no point.
I'd literally Google it. No, okay, you're in the bin.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy your game. Or I will, and I'll never play it. But
we'll get the physical version, keep it on a shelf.
But if you said to us 5 years ago, you'll be getting some sort of PC handheld, that in alone would have blown your mind. But,
I didn't even think it was possible.
But
not that long ago.
5 years ago, if you said you're going to get one of these, and you're going to be able to play PlayStation exclusives, Xbox exclusives, and all your PC games on this in your hands wherever you want. You would have laughed because you would have been having your Switch already for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Playing Zelda at 12 FPS.
With its dancing shadows.
Yes. But, so it would have been like, yeah, right. There's no way you're playing Sackboy on that.
No way. No.
Which launched with the PS5. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? That you can do that. And this is just the beginning. It's just going to keep going and going and going. And I'm hoping we see more of these sort of cross-platform games. Obviously, Xbox are striving for it, but I hope PlayStation jump into it more, which it seems like they are.
I'll just be intrigued to see how much, because what it looks like is happening at the moment, and this is obviously the cash grab, partly because of what we said in the title, partly because of PC handhelds. But it seems like Xbox definitely, they've already done this, pointing at the PC players and going, have our games.
Yep.
PlayStation's starting to do it, but slower.
Yes.
So they're both pointing at PC players. Mm-hmm. Xbox have started to allow some games to PlayStation, but how long until we see the other way?
Yeah,
and will that happen?
Cave? Yeah.
Will PlayStation cave and go, do you know what? You can have this game.
Yeah.
You can have Gran Turismo.
It'll be $150.
It's double price.
Yeah. It's PlayStation. That's what they do. New headset, $300.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah. You want some glasses?
Yes, please.
$600.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Do you want to play those glasses on your PC?
Yeah.
Another $60.
Oh. Have you seen the PlayStation trainers? Yeah, you're right to roll your eyes.
Are these the Reebok ones?
Yes.
Yes, I have, yes.
They're awful.
$120.
Awful. 120.
I'd have them on the shelf, to be fair.
Yeah, that's actually a really fair point.
If they weren't on sale, I'd do them.
How much? 40?
Yeah.
50?
Yeah, $60.
80?
Yeah.
You'd buy them at 80?
Yeah.
Just to put them on a shelf?
No, I'd wear them.
You'd wear them at 80?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought as much. Yeah. Will we see PlayStation games come to Xbox? PlayStation don't need to.
No.
They've dominated the market.
Yeah, they don't need to. There's no reason.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're above Xbox and they feel like that. They're like looking down the under their glasses at them. They're like, but
Game Pass.
But they might be laughing now. But if this all goes well for Xbox, they might start rising up. You know.
Yep.
Like Eye of the Tiger, and
Wow.
but maybe we see PlayStation games on Nintendo. Imagine that.
I can imagine that.
Sackboy's Big Adventure.
Do you know what,
On
that's a
Nintendo.
proper weird full circle moment, that isn't it?
Yeah.
If
So-
PlayStation comes to Nintendo,
Nintendo started all of this.
yeah, it's their
Really?
fault.
It's their fault.
Yeah.
And now,
And where's Sega in this anyway?
just making controllers for Nintendo.
We were talking about that before we started filming. It's like the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it above Andy's head. There is the
Genesis.
Sega Genesis,
Mega Drive.
controller for Nintendo Switch Online, and it's like a 1-for-1 remake of the controller, but it's obviously wireless,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got the Switch buttons on the top, which is weird.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But when you turn it over on the back where it used to say Sega, it now says Nintendo, like made by Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
I can't.
weird.
My head can't get around that. That's just weird.
Because in the 90s, obviously, it was
That's-
like Xbox and PlayStation was
Yeah.
Nintendo and Sega
Yeah,
against each other. And now they're the same.
That's just weird.
They've made sweet love and
Oh.
made this controller.
And now Sonic is still churning out crap games.
Whatever happened to Sonic, man?
I don't know, man. Like,
They were
we'll
so
see.
good. They used to be so good.
I preferred
they all
Sonic games
suck.
over Mario games all the time when I was a kid.
Don't say that. People are listening.
Oh no!
We're still recording.
Oh. I mean, I really liked Mario.
Yes. With red shoes and his blue hat. Spiky hat.
Running really fast.
Yeah. It's Tommy!
It's me. Yeah, I always preferred Sonic games over Mario games. Just did. I loved Sonic. I think Sonic 2 might be one of my favourite games of all time still. when I
Sonic's is
look
really
back.
good.
It's really good.
Not multiplayer, though.
Multiplayer's what do you
It's
remember?
like 5 FPS.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Sonic 2 on Switch Online
Yep.
is just broken. But then when we were doing it, it's like, I remember it being like this
Yeah.
on the Genesis,
Yep.
on the Mega Drive.
It literally churns to a
Chunks,
halt,
doesn't
doesn't
it?
it? It's like, it's like, whoa, okay. This wasn't designed to be two-player.
At all. No.
No.
So, yeah, so what happened to Sonic though in the subsequent
know.
years?
It's a shame. I liked Frontiers, but
I didn't play it. I've got it, but I didn't
yeah, I liked it, but I didn't play it enough. Do you know what I mean? Like,
play it. Yeah.
some of the issues graphically were kind of annoying, but I ultimately liked the different direction, the 3D take on it. I thought it was
kind
cool.
of cool.
But
it was kind of cool.
The on rails thing that they do, especially the 3D ones, don't like them.
No. Make it 2D.
Yeah,
Make it 2D and on rails, maybe.
yeah,
Get
or
on
just
board
make
with
a better 3D game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give them like a cigar and a top hat.
What's the one on
And-
Dreamcast?
Adventures.
Sonic Adventures is
Yes.
good. That was the last good one,
Yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that.
but that was a long time ago
That
now.
was a long time. Yeah, they could just remake it.
Remaster.
Yeah,
Remaster Sonic 2.
or remake. Ground up remake,
Wow.
like a reimagining.
Yes.
Yes.
They'll ruin it.
They
They'll
could
do a
give him.
flashback to
They
it.
could give him the cigar and the top hat that I was talking. The monocle.
Why is he the Monopoly guy all of a
I've no
sudden?
idea. Don't know. Maybe one Monopoly and you got all the money,
That's how.
built the whole town.
That's what's happened to Sonic.
Yeah.
He sold in all the gold rings, didn't he?
Oh yeah. Maybe realised that they were solid gold.
Yeah.
And he was
those
just leaving
diamonds
them
that he was
around everywhere.
collecting.
Yeah. Every time I got spiked in the arse, he was dropping all his gold. He was like, oh,
Do you know
I'll
what?
just
It'd be
cash it in.
cheaper if I just cash it in. Take
yeah,
it,
exactly.
take it
yeah.
to the pawnbrokers.
It's like, it's pretty heavy anyway. I can run quicker without it.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
now he's just fat and rich.
Yeah.
With a monocle and a cigar, apparently.
And a
I
top
don't-
hat.
And a top hat.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he is the Monopoly guy.
Yeah. He's got a top hat.
Hey, thanks for the free parking.
He sounded like an actor, and I can't think who.
It's a line from Ace Ventura.
Oh, there we go. I was thinking of Jim Carrey. Yeah,
Yeah.
you actually sounded a bit like him. Then.
Yeah.
It was
And
good.
there's a guy in it. I'm going to relive it for you now. Because
Yeah, do it.
And he's got a top hat and monocle and a cigar. And it's like at a dinner party. And he looks exactly like Monopoly guy.
I don't remember this.
So he goes over to him and he says, hey, you must be the Monopoly guy. Thanks for the free parking.
Amazing.
It's amazing. I love Ace Ventura.
I really enjoy it too, but I don't know why I don't remember that scene.
It's in number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
I think I've seen one way more than 2.
Let's have the action replay. I don't know why we're there.
I don't know.
I could do Jim Carrey quotes all day.
Yes,
It's literally
yes.
one of my favourites.
Yeah, I really enjoy Jim Carrey.
Sorry.
It's mental.
Anyway, I want to know what you guys think.
Yes.
Let me know in the comments below about, like, is it handheld consoles that have bridged the gap and made exclusives pointless now, have changed the future of gaming? Or are we going to see exclusives becoming more of a thing as we come up towards the end of this console generation? I'd kind of genuinely like to know.
I think we're going to see less of them.
I think we're going to see less of them
Yeah.
now. I think more cross-platform.
Yeah, I think more cross-platform and just a bigger influx of people probably taking up PC because the current consoles have kind of sucked.
Especially if the PS5 Pro is over £600.
Oh, yeah.
I suddenly think that things like the ROG Ally X represent more value.
Yeah.
Because you have access to everything.
Everything we want. You can play
For
your
similar
Xbox
performance.
games, yeah.
Plug it into my TV if I really want to and stuff as well. I think you just get more. But PlayStation is PlayStation. And no matter what PlayStation release, it will always sell really well.
Yeah.
They're like Coldplay.
Yeah.
You can release anything.
Yeah.
It'll sell well.
It'll just sell.
Yeah. It doesn't
But
matter.
No one likes it, but
Not
it sells
really.
well.
We all pretend.
Yeah.
And then you remember the first one. That's why.
Yeah.
Like the first album.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't know why we're here anymore.
I don't know.
Let us know in the comments down below why you're here.
Yes.
And whilst you're down there, like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
If you're in podcast land,
Rate us.
rate it.
Do it.
Rate the show. But make sure that you wash and wipe before because you've been in the toilet now for about 55 minutes.
Wow.
So, it's a long
That's
time to be sat
interesting.
down.
Yeah.
Anything else that they should do before they go?
Become a member.
They should. Become a channel member.
Yay!
Join us in our channel members Discord where
Yes.
we have this kind of random conversation there too.
Indeed. Yeah, you can come chat to us and all of our lovely members that are already there.
They're all beautiful.
They
and
are.
we love you all
We do.
individually for very different reasons.
Indeed.
I don't know what they are yet.
Don't know, especially you. Yeah.
You know it. So that's it. Watch another video before you go. Smashed between our faces.
Do it.
They're here. This one, very good.
Yes.
So until next time.
Bye.